The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let your life be transformed. Don't make assumptions. When you stop making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable. Your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because the Spirit moves freely through you. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 63, NASDAQ up 19, S&P's up 8.5, gold contract up $5.50, trading at $1,293 an ounce. Silver up 8 cents at $17.50 an ounce. Platinum up $1 at $9.77 an ounce. Copper up 5 pennies at $2.08 a pound. Light sweet crude down 65 cents, $47.87 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year note up 8 ticks, 132.01. 30-year bond up 6 ticks, 169.04. King dollar down 315 ticks, 94.72. The euro is trading at up 51 at $1.12, and the yen is trading at 106. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Bottom line, folks, we got a B to a C of an ABC structure of the way down, lining up. You're up today with 71 million shares. You're going into 117 million. We hit a low yesterday of 125 million. So we'll see where this shakes out. We're 208.73 inside the SPY right now. You close into 208.74, okay, which is only 7 pennies lower here. And that very well could be the C point of an ABC structure on the way down. NDX 100, same setup in the NDX 100. The 3Qs, we take a look at the 3Qs. 3Qs have done 15 million shares. You close under the $108.41, which we're under right now. Bottom line, same setup. B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. Gold contract. Gold contract, folks, is going for its highs. You had Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve. No change. They're thinking at this particular point that one more rate rise before the end of the year. The market, however, is saying no rate rise, period. Not only before the end of the year. If you look at the Fed Fund futures rate right now, after the statement comes out, even going into February of 2017, the odds are only 43%. With the numbers I'm giving you, the probability odds there, that is what people are putting money on, folks, okay? It's a 7% chance in July, 23% chance in September, 25% chance in November, 40% chance in December, and a 43% chance in February. The 10-year rate right now, trading at 1.594. We go over and we take a look at the gold contract. What we have with gold is this. Gold has hit a price out here today of $1,300, right on the button, which is a trip. The volume is monster. We got another good hour of trading just electronically. Bottom line, you're at 1294.70. You're already into the lows of the high. The high is 1308. Bottom line, you've done 179,000 contracts. This thing wants to launch. And intraday, don't be too surprised. We could actually get up to 1313 before this 4 o'clock deal. Intraday, what we've done is this. It looks like we've set up a small ABC structure on the way up intraday. So the pit is closed. That being said, they can run this thing right into the close out here today. Silver. Let's go take a look at the silver market. Silver has caught a small bid out here, SIN6. So we have with silver. Silver is 49,000 contracts. We're at $17.53. Good number there. And silver is also laying right next to its highs. The low of the high in silver is $17.61. We already hit $17.63 out here, and we're hitting that baby with volume. So I suspect that also is going to launch. We're going to get up and over those levels. Bottom line, folks, we got free money coming at us, and we'll have free money coming at us for a long period of time. Now, let's go to the free money. Let's go to the bond market. We go take a look at the 10-year note first. This is where we stand with the 10-year note. 10-year note right now has done 1 million contracts. We're at 132.03, and if we go to the continuous contract and take a look at this, let's get this TY active. Okay, there's only one time in 2012 that we've been over this level. Let's bring this up, particularly at closing level. So this is what we're aiming for. Right now we're at 132.01. That just closing right there is basically an all-time closing high for the month, okay, because we closed underneath that. We're at 132.01. The high, the all-time high in the 10-year is 133.01. So you're 1 point away from it. Bottom line, we're going to go after it. The real kicker is that do you launch that baby and we get dramatically higher? It's I suspect that's where we're going. If we take a look at the reason I suspect that, watch this. When we bring up the 30-year, the 30-year right now is at 170.17. That is, bottom line, all-time high, over the spike high that was established in February of this year. That was 170.26. We've hit 171.03. And that thing looks like it's going to launch to somewhere about the 175, 176 area, which just continues to bring these rates down. And when we talk about rates, folks, okay, the bottom line is that our rates are still dramatically higher than the rest of the world. We're at 1.5 now on the 10-year. If we go take a look at the 30-year is at 2.4. That 30-year actually can get down to 2.122%, which is just, it's a mind blower. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar wants lower price. King dollar was down 600 ticks out here. Now it's only down 300. You do have volume on the way down, though. We've gone from a price point today of 95.15. You're at 94.65. And that baby has a high volume spike at that low out there today. So I expect it's going to make its way back down into those lower prices. We take a look at the oil contracts, CLN6. Oil out here had a small spike up here this morning, couldn't hold it. Oil's trading right now 47.84. You've done 485,000 contracts. This is 47.54. Yeah, it's going after 47.54 first. It hit 47.55 today. The 47.54, folks, is the high of April 29th. The way this is actually trading right now, though, 15. We'll have to see if it gets into. Once you get into this 47.54, just slightly, you're going to be down into this 43.65 area. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 58, NASDAQ up 15, S&P's up 7.5. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the first hour, we have our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Now, tonight, folks, okay, Andy is doing his course. This is the last part of a 4-part beautiful university course. The course, it's the 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. You can come over to our website right now, check it out, come into the course. It's totally archived. It's going to be on your page for 1 full year. What Andy's going to be talking about tonight, he's going to be talking about the technical indicators, the option data, and the ETN and ETF products. The first part of this was on May 4th, folks, and what he talked about was commodity markets and the demographics, market breakdown, physical versus derivative, overview of the market structure. On May 18th, he did the second part of it, which was backwardation and contango, term structure, and processing spreads. June 1st was the third part, which is location spreads, intercommodity spreads, and quality spreads. You can get all of that right at our website at TFNN. You can sign up right now. Great course on your page for 1 full year. Andy Hecht, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
Ready to rock and roll? You got a good market.
I'm always ready.
For it.
I'm always ready. 8 hours of really good stuff there.
Big time. Big time.
8 hours of really good stuff. Looking forward to doing tonight's course. And I was just watching Janet Yellen's testimony.
Yeah.
Before the press, and basically so dovish. I mean, gold's going to take out this 1306. In my opinion. Silver's going to take out the 1806.
It's free money, honey.
It is.
It's crazy, but it's free money. It's amazing, man.
And it's free money, and there's really no real end in sight. They lowered their targets for interest rate hikes in 2017, 2018. There was no dissent this time. Even Esther George, who has been dissenting,
really
came on board. So,
wow.
You know, this is about the most dovish result we could have gotten. And now we're facing the British exit vote, which seems like they're going to vote for an exit.
Yeah. Hey, they should.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. I don't even think, you know, this is just a battle of the elites and, you know, the slaves, folks, okay? So the bottom line is that I don't even think it's going to affect the market, you know, because they're claiming that it's going to affect trade. It's not going to affect trade. There's free trade agreements everywhere. Big deal. You know, there's plenty of countries in Europe that are not in the European Union that have free trade agreements with everyone else. So it's like,
well, Britain has always had a very loose association with the EU. They never adopted the euro as their currency,
right, which was smart. Yeah,
right. Well, they've certainly had a arm's length relationship. It's going to be very. Listen, you know, you go back in history. Look at all the wars between Britain and the continent and countries on the continent.
And everyone,
right.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, going to be interesting. I mean, it's certainly going to cause market volatility. And listen, the best game out there right now, I believe, is gold.
Yeah. No, listen, I agree, man. I mean, and what you have, folks, it has the volume going into it. You're at the highs right now, and if this baby just sits underneath there, which it looks like it's going to do, there's going to be big action, man. That thing is going to blow through that like crazy, man. So,
like a hot knife through butter.
It is. It's just sitting there, man. It's like, okay.
Let's talk about the dollar, because I think the dollar is very interesting here.
Yeah.
And I think that gold is going to divorce itself from the dollar. Because,
I don't think so, but that's all right. Cool. Go ahead.
What you have is a situation where I don't think it really matters what the dollar index or the dollar exchange rate is anymore. And let me explain why. I think that gold is really taken over as the currency that the vast majority of people in the know are putting faith in, because and the dollar is weak. Is weak here, or whether it's weak or strong. All fiat currencies, all paper currencies are weak.
Sure.
And gold is rallying in all currencies.
Right.
And that is so important here. And even things like Bitcoin are looking interesting here. The people are running away from fiat currencies because they have no trust in central banks. So when I say, I think that the dollar, it doesn't matter which way it goes, I think that all paper currencies are losing value.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree. The key, I think, though, between the correlation is that, it's priced in dollars. So in order for gold to stay high, a dollar's got to go lower. That's, for us in the United States. If we were somewhere else, yeah, gold would be more valuable to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the United States, for what the barter is, because that's all we're talking, folks. Everything is barter, by the way, folks,
yes.
Okay? And so in that correlation, and in that correlation, I think the dollar's going. It looks to me like the dollar's actually going to 88 right now. So we'll see whether 92 holds in this
disagree.
one.
I don't disagree with that. By the way, I'm just seeing a quote. Jay in the Den is saying that the only two currencies that you can trust are Bitcoin and Tiger dollars.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. Yeah, well, it's value. There's no doubt.
There's value. That's what currency is. They're supposed to represent value, right? So oil, we'll talk a little bit about oil. We talked about it yesterday briefly, and then oil came down after I left the air.
Yeah, man, they hit that
show.
As soon as you get off, man, it was hilarious. I says, "Oh my God, they hit it $1, folks." Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the problem, what's weighing on oil here is these product prices are so weak. You have the crack spread in July in gasoline at $15. Last year it was $25. You have the heating oil crack spread at $14. Last year it was $20. You look at Valero. I don't know where that is today. I haven't looked at it lately. I would imagine it's probably close to unchanged.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to do another ABC down.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Valero is weak. Someone called my show from Iowa yesterday to ask me about Valero. I told him to stay away from it because, I'm very concerned that oil is the product price is gonna weigh on oil, and these weak processing spreads are very bad for the refining sector.
Yeah.
So, we're 52-week lows in Valero, and that's continuing to look very shaky here. Now, we are seeing a nice bounce in the copper price.
I know.
And we talked about that, too.
And we needed that for the commodities, man.
Yes. Copper, important. We came down, it looked miserable. Looked like it was going to go through $2. Did not do so. It held nicely. We're back up. We traded up to almost $2.12 today.
Oh, and it went. It's got juice underneath it, man.
Got some juice. It's a technical. It went to the right level technically, and it held the right level technically.
Isn't that weird when that does that, man?
It is amazing. It really is.
And folks, no matter how long you technically look at things, it's so weird. It's like, okay, how the heck does this work? It comes down to 201.80, and your swing point on that was $2.60. It's like, really?
It's scary when it gets there, though.
It is.
We're all
Listen,
human,
man. It could have blew through it like nothing, man. No doubt.
Listen,
no doubt.
Markets are driven by fear and greed.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the fear component when you're long.
Which
right?
is bigger than greed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're successful, you respect the fear.
Yeah.
You really respect the fear because, hey, there's levels you got to get out. Whether no one's smarter than the market, right?
Yeah, totally. Well, the Federal Reserve is trying to be, but they can't do it.
Well, you know what the big problem is with all the central banks, I believe. And I think that they're starting to say it more and more. We heard Draghi say it. I heard Yellen say it a little bit in in her message. There's no change. There's no it's fiscal policy. Congress has to get its act together to stimulate the economy. The central bank can't do it on its own.
No, there's no doubt. Stay right there. Andy
Sure.
and I are coming right back, folks. And don't forget, come over to our website at TFNN. You can sign up with Andy's. Be there tonight, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, many commodities are trading at relative lows. And now you can take advantage with Everbank's new limited-time, 5-year, market-safe currency comeback CD. This indexed and U.S. dollar-denominated CD offers 100% principal protection and is based on the equally rated performance of currencies of Australia, Canada, Chile, Mexico, and South Africa. These 5 countries are especially rich in commodities, and their respective currencies are poised to do well should commodity prices begin to recover. Keep in mind that no APY, or periodic rate of interest, is paid on the CD. Don't miss out on this innovative new financial opportunity. CDs must be opened and funded by the upcoming July 14th deadline. To apply online and learn more about the CD, including product terms and disclosures, visit everbank.com/TFNN now. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 56. You get the Nasdaq up 16. S&Ps are up 6.5. We have gold trading up 820 at 1296. So maybe even before Andy gets off the air with this interview, we might see it crack the 1300. It has hit 1300 right in the nose, but right now anything over the 1295, which we do have, it's going to make another run as we come into the close out here. I'm Mr. Andy Heck. Tonight, folks, is going to be doing the last part of a 4-part series. 8 full hours of great education in the commodity markets. It's not too late to get into that. You can come over to our website at TFNN, check it out right in the front page. It's going to be on your page for 1 full year. So, the amazing part, Andy, is that one part also, folks, inside the press conference out here today, Yellen was asked, I didn't hear the press conference, but I see it coming across the tape, is the correlation, would there be coordination with all the other central banks? And she answered it that, well, that would be, there would be some kind of trouble, but if there is, yeah, we would have coordination.
Right.
Bottom line is that, they're going to have a hard time going up on rates, period, so.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Without really playing with the currency markets and the commodity markets and the stock markets.
If they could have done it, they already would have done it. That's the way I'm looking at it. You know what? It's a runaway train right now, folks. They don't want to tell anyone that. But when you look, Japan had negative rates for a long period of time. Then all of a sudden, Switzerland, about a year and a half ago, went into it. And then all of a sudden, one by one, these are dropping. So it's like, are we going to get into negative rates? And we probably will. It's like, that sounds insane. I know it does. But it's like, well, guess what? There's no reason we couldn't,
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So Tom, I have a coffee chart up here.
Okay.
That I put up during the break. The action in coffee is really good, I think, here. I think it's starting to percolate. We get above 145.
Percolate.
We can run.
I'm going to put you on Saturday Night Live, man.
We can run. You got to remember, sugar was at $10.13 per pound back in August.
Now it's at 20 cents.
And now it's at 20 cents,
wow.
right?
Yeah.
Coffee has yet to run. Now, the biggest producer in the world of both sugar and coffee is Brazil.
Okay.
And Brazil has been having problems with their weather. So, I think that the coffee crop's going to be affected. We're gonna see a fundamental pop in the price of coffee here. So, just want to prepare everyone. This 145 level,
yes,
which we reached last week briefly. This is, by the way, if anyone never traded coffee, this is a wild horse to ride.
Yeah, they want to stay out of the future market. I mean,
it's a tough one.
You can put them in the ETF market. That's what's so cool about. Yeah, right.
The JO, baby.
Right.
The JO is the way to go. Now, I've traded coffee in the futures market, and it's a wild ride.
Right.
It is absolutely a wild ride. I tend to go for the coffee options.
That makes sense. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right.
The reason that the coffee inside the futures market, my understanding is that the movements are just way too much, whether up or down. You want liquidity and you want things moving in a smooth way. It doesn't mean that it can't smoothly go up an astronomical amount or go down, but that's why we're talking like this.
Right. So commodities are going to be interesting, no question.
Oh.
Listen, you can't put any more fuel in the tank for commodities than the Fed put in today.
I know, man.
It's impossible. Otherwise, the fuel will spill out the side.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's strange. It's a strange. I'm trying not to pinch myself, because what happens is that you know that hard assets want to go up, and it's like, okay, and you say, and I've said it myself, that people get addicted to this, crack, this cheap money, but the reality is that I can feel it. It's like, man, this is going to be a trip, and if it's cheap money, you might as well take advantage of it, because this is not going to go on forever. But guess what? It might go on for another 4 or 5 years.
Exactly. And the one thing I'd keep your eyes on with gold is the level of open interest. We got up to almost 600,000 contracts back when we were up 1,300 last time.
Yeah.
We've dropped down to under 500,000 pretty quickly. Now we're back up to around 545,000. We get up to 600,000 a little, the market gets a little overstimulated. So, keep your eyes on open interest while you're trading. It's one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight on the technicals.
Nice.
In tonight's lessons, just briefly.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I go through the technicals, but I'm not teaching technical analysis or anything like that. I'm saying that commodities are a little different than other assets.
The actual
and
structure, which is
right,
cool.
the kinds of technical analysis that I like to look at that give us clues. The same thing with option prices. I'm not going to, I'm going to talk a little bit about options in general and option theory, but the things that I look for and why commodities are different than other assets in the world of options. And the same in the ETF. So if you're looking at the technicals, you're looking at the option prices, you're looking at the ETF prices, you can pick up clues from these things as to the direction of the commodities themselves.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what tonight's 2 hours is all about.
Nice. Huge. And, folks, as you come over to TFNN, don't forget, you heard that promotion with the Everbank with their new Market Safe CD. That is, as we're talking commodities, this new Market Safe CD is a currency CD, and the currencies that they're talking about that inside the CD have to do with commodity countries. So you can check it out. Just hit the banner right at TFNN, and as you get over there, just go under the Market Safe CDs. We'll walk you through it, in the next...
This is a great product, and I know you have Chris Gaffney on in the next hour, don't you?
Tomorrow. He's coming on tomorrow. Actually,
okay.
So you know what, folks? Even though we did this a little bit early, actually, it's launching tomorrow. That's so funny.
It's launching tomorrow.
We put the ads on today, but it's launching tomorrow. So,
okay. So we got a lot of great guests on TFNN. You have Chris Gaffney tomorrow, and then immediately following that, I got Dennis Gartman for the hour tomorrow on my show, which is always interesting.
Sure, that's awesome, man.
So yeah, lots of great programming here at TFNN.
Lots of action, and the market, market itself, folks. This thing's not gonna. You get the Nasdaq just went negative. This is going to be a nice ABC structure on the way down. You know what's going so wild here, man?
By the way, that's bearish. If the stocks are turning, equities are turning negative after that Fed missive, that is a sign of real weakness.
I know. The thing that's so bizarre is that you get free money, and you think that, the free money would, bring commodity up in the market, but the market wants to do an ABC down. So it's like, okay, what the heck is out there? Why are we going into negative rates? It's, who knows? You just gotta trade it, man. That's the bottom line.
Yep. Could be interesting. Should be interesting. Just be very cautious. Tight stops. Take profits when they're on the table. 2016, I've been saying it all year. So have you, Tom. It's a year for trading, not for investing. So, you be nimble and don't get married to anything.
Be nimble, Jack. Be nimble, Jack. Be quick.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
Have to love it. Have to love it. So, what's the... Oh, it's too late for that. Okay. Well, listen.
I could stay with you for another one. If you
listen.
want.
No, you get some rest. You're gonna have.
I'm gonna get set.
You're gonna be talking
2 hours
for
of
2
talking
hours,
to do.
man. That's a beautiful thing. Thanks so much,
All right.
Andy.
Talk to you tomorrow, Tom.
Absolutely. Have a great one. Have
Take
a
care.
safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow right now is up 19. Nasdaq's up 5. S&P's up 3.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You get the Dow up 12 right now. Nasdaq's up 3. S&Ps are up by 2.5. And if we go over and we take a look at the SPY first, folks, what you're going to see is this. SPY right now trading at 208.27. We were talking about when we started, it's 208.41. You close under the 208, actually 208.74. We're way under it right now. Bottom line, you're setting up a A to B, B to C of an ABC down. So your 8 point on this is going to be 212.52, which was the high that was established out here June 8th. Your B point is 206.92, so we're dealing with the 6 points. Your C point would be out here today, which is the 209, which gives you about the 203, and bingo. This is pretty cool how this is shaking out. So the ABC structure that's setting up right now would bring you down to the lowest swing point, which was established on May 19th. That's where that looks like it wants to go to. And, you know, that's not that far down, but that's how that is set up. NDX 100, 3 Qs, same setup in the 3 Qs. What we have with the 3 Qs right now, we're at 107.93, and yeah, anything under 108.41 is the same setup. So the 8 point on this is 110.75, which is the high established on June 6th, 110.75 to 107. So you get $3.50. Which would get you down to 105. Same setup. This is pretty cool. So they're both setting up, folks. They're going to the swing points of May 19th, those lower swing points. You're going to have, and that correlation, by the way, so what ends up happening with an ABC down or up. So we'll talk about an ABC down first. This is what you have. You go down with volume. You go up with light volume. Now, we know that when we were going down, the volume wasn't even that big, but we had an expansion of volume. So you go down with volume, which we did. Now we have a counter trend bounce. You're going up with lighter volume. Bottom line, what do you expect? When we start going down again, you're going to see the volume expand again. You want to take out the B point. You want to take it out with volume. That is the definition of an ABC structure on the way down. If we go over in one of the danger points, watch this, because the airlines have already gone back to their October 2014 lows. And what that sets up, you know, is something that you better keep your eye on, because the October 2014 lows in the S&P are pretty heavy. And, you know, whatever is going on out here, we'll have a better indication how we, first off, get to the, oh yeah, we're going back there anyway. No, we're going back there. That's the bottom, right? So that, well, they actually broke their October 2014 lows. That's what the difference is. the consolidation that we're in right now, that is the bottom of the consolidation. The bottom of the consolidation is 1820. That's where we're going. So we've been down there. January and February down there, and as I said a few times, we got down there way too quick on the February aspect of how we came down. We came down quick in January, did the counter trend bounce. February just came back too fast into it. This door, the selling door, folks, is not big enough for folks to get out right now. Right now, you get the Dow down 22, Nasdaq's off 4, S&Ps are off 2. Is there enough time to get nasty into the close? Yeah, there's enough time to go down 100. Right now, you got 18 minutes left. We had 18 minutes left. I think we got 18 minutes left. Yeah, we got plenty of time. We got 15 minutes left in order to get into lower price. Dow Industrials right here. And so something to keep in mind. This is what we've actually done, though. You've tried to go to higher price, couldn't handle it. The spread today in the Dow Industrials, 762 is the high. Right now, we're at 646. So you can see you're already down 120 bucks off that high, and there's going to be some selling out there. The real kicker here is that I'm trying to, when you look at these bonds, you're trying to figure out, okay, what's hanging out here, and maybe it's just that it seems that there's so much money out there that is not getting utilized to build things. That's what, when I cut to the chase, that's when I'm looking at the amount of money that has actually been put to work. It hasn't been put to work because the Federal Reserves and the central banks, bottom line, have still paid banks on money, which that would be the next thing that I think, we'll see whether our own Federal Reserve stops that. Because our own banks right now, folks, okay, this is a sick policy. Our own banks right now get paid on their reserves. So they claim that they want to push money out into the marketplace. But the amount of money that's left in the Federal Reserve, they pay them overnight to keep it in there. Now it was new in the context of 2008. They can get rid of that. If they get rid of that, what's going to happen ASAP is what? Then the banks are going to have to push it out somewhere. The bottom line is that in order to really catch the inflation bug in a big way, I think that's one of the things you're going to have to do. My take is that we're already have inflation, and either they really want to light a match under this thing, though, and that's what's going to happen. I suspect that's exactly what's going to happen, because I can't even imagine right now the CD rates. The CD rates right now, just from the last 2.5 weeks. So the 10-year in 2.5 weeks has just gone from 129 to 132. The rate structure has just gone from 1.9 to 1.58. That's a wild deal. No two ways about that. We take a look at some of the, let's go to the transports. So the transports, because the transports, I hadn't looked at those for a while. So the transports right now, Dow Jones Transportation is at 75.76. Your high out here is 9,300. We've been up here for 4 months. And it does have a high volume swing low. So this high volume swing low wants to get tested once again. So watch this. The high volume swing low is 468 million shares. When we bounced, you bounced on the first month on 397 million, second month on 392 million, last month 385 million. So you can see the correlation, 385 versus 468. That's a big number, folks. And, somehow that wants to get on there, test that area. We'll see whether that area does hold or not. If we go over to the XAU, the HUI, what I expect that you're going to see there is that these are going to close right at their highs. You close at their highs, they're going to wake up in the morning, have plenty of sleep, and just blow them away. So the XAU right now is at $92.04. The high is 93.66. You're already into the high. So the bottom of the high that was established on May 2nd was 89. 67. You're into it, and you're into it good. That's a nice place to close. The Gold Bugs Index, same setup in the Gold Bugs Index. In fact, the Gold Bugs Index, folks, just looks so powerful. It's unbelievable, actually. The Gold Bugs Index, the high is 236.23, and we're laying out at 234.80. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 30. Nasdaq's off 8. S&Ps are down 3. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 40, Nasdaq down 12, S&Ps are off 5, and let's go take a look at the E-mini right here and see in the next 15 minutes where you can go. Okay, so we're 2061. 2055 is game. That's another 5.5 points down. That's the low that was established overnight last night, folks. Overnight last night. That's game inside the NQs, NQU. So the NQs have just led this down, and that's always dangerous, folks. The NQs are the NASDAQ futures. They like leading it up and leading it down. Yeah, that's almost down at the lows of last night. So the lows of last night in the NQs are 43.84. That's another 14 points down. Right now we're at 43.97. But what I do expect you're going to see, and I know this is unusual if you haven't been in this market for a while, that can get down there pretty quickly. Coming into the close, you only get 5 minutes, but what you are going to see they can unload these things pretty quickly. And remember something, that the futures are open to 4:15. Most of the time, what you do have, though, is most of the movement happens right at the 4 o'clock mark. That being said, let's switch over to gold, because what you have, gold is just going the opposite way. Now, gold right now is at $12.96, and that, put that right there. Okay, so anything, yeah, we're right at this level. If gold can launch, it's only 30 cents. It's actually 20 cents from where it is right now. It's $12.96.30 intraday. Bottom line, we had a little spike up there. We are into the lows of the high bar. But what I expect you're also going to see as we come into this close, you're going to see this little spike up here. We'll see whether we get up to the 1300 once again. But what I do expect you're going to have is that positions get closed out, all of the above. You're going to have some buying pressure, more than likely, inside of that market. Dollar continues into lower price. If we do go overseas, we take a look at how we're set up overseas. You had the UK out here today, couldn't hold price either. It was up 43, but it had been up to a price point of 6,007, and it gave up half of its gains. The DAX in Germany, what we did in Germany, that is a monster ABC down. The DAX in Germany is, bottom line, is saying flat out that baby wants to go into its high volume swing low from February. Now, the DAX in Germany very possibly is leading everything down. And what's so cool is this, is that if the DAX in Germany does get down to this low that's established out here in February, that brings our probabilities much higher. That, number one, we're going to go back to that level, and we'll see the aspect of how the DAX handles the February low. You blow that February low away, see ya, don't want to be ya, folks. That's how this thing is set up right now. And the hottest, I would say, fundamental aspect when you look at these markets is that how is there free money? There's been free money for a long period of time. That is what drove the market from 666 S&P number up to this 2100 number, and now this free money, there's continue to be free money, but it's not working anymore. We'll find out. That's the bottom line. At some point, we're going to find out. As we're coming into the closeout here, you do have the bond market continuing to higher price, the gold market continuing at a higher price, dollars kind of just laying there flat at down 300 ticks. Oil is an ABC structure on the way down, too. This one's a really deviant one, too. The XLE had a bid behind it, gave it up on price. Doesn't have the volume. That's another ABC structure on the way down. You stay right there. We'll be coming back with some numbers for you, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 40. NASDAQ off 11. S&P's down 4.5. Gold's up $9. Gold's going to make that run. $1,303, $1,308. It looks like $1,313 is where it wants to go. We'll be right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Seam in Dallas.
Hi, Tom. I love your show.
Thank you so
I've
much.
been listening to you since 2001 from my Seattle days when you were on a little station there.
I appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Thank you. Well, listen, thanks for bringing us from Seattle to Dallas, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I love all the hosts. I love your show. I'm addicted to it.
It's Hotel California. It's wicked, isn't it, man? Thanks.
All right, Tom, nice to talk to you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love has no obligations or expectations. When you love whatever you do it because you want to do it. It becomes a pleasure. It's like a game, and you have fun with it. When you love, you don't expect something to happen. Whatever happens is okay, and hardly anything disappoints you. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 34, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's down 2.5. Can you spell ABC down, folks? That's what we have. Market tried to get the higher price, couldn't handle it. Lighter volume, we built the B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. Janet Yellen, the crowd, bottom line, no rate hike. They're thinking of maybe one rate hike before the end of the year. Guess what? Market's saying no rate hike, period. When you look at the Fed funds futures rate, you can go out to 2017, they still don't have a rate hike. Gold contract up $8.50, trading at $1,296 an ounce. Gold wants to go break those highs, folks. It pushed into the high. You're at the lows of the high right now from May 3rd. 1308 is the number. It looks to me like next stop here is going to be, this leg is 1428, so it's a big number. Silver up 13 cents, $17.55. That's going to go after its high of $18. Platinum is up $1 at $9.77. Copper got the bid needed to get the rest of. Copper was one of the only commodities, folks, that wasn't catching a bid in the last few weeks. It caught the bid up 5 cents, $2.08 a pound. Copper's on its way to $2.32. Light sweet crude down $1.05, 47.44. Light sweet crude on its way down to 45 bucks. Free money, honey? Guess what? Free money is out here, folks. It's absolutely bizarre, but these notes and the bonds, higher price, volume behind the move, all of the above. 10-year note up 13.6, 132.06. That puts the 10-year at 1.5. It looks to me like, 1.5. We were talking about 1.5 a few days ago. We're at 1.5. This 10-year, folks, looks like it's going to go up a few more points, bring you down to 1.3. Going to be pretty amazing. The 30-year up 26, 169.18. The 30-year is at all-time highs, flat out. All-time highs, intraday, all-time high, closing highs, all of the above. The 30-year right now is at 2.4. So you lend the government money for 30 years, you get 2.4% back. Bottom line, good news is you get the principal back. King dollar can't handle higher price. King dollar down 385 ticks, 94.65. King dollar is going after its swing low. Now, the swing low on this contract here, folks, is $92. We're at 94.65. That being said, the way commodities are trading, the way the bonds are trading, the way the dollar's trading, I expect we're actually going to get down to 88. The euro is trading at $1.12, and the yen is at 105. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? As I said at the beginning of the broadcast, can you say ABC down? That's what we have. The SPY today got to 209.36. Couldn't handle higher price. You did 99 million shares versus 125. You came down with volume. You go up with volume. Light volume, couldn't handle price. Next stop for the SPY, it wants to go after the swing point from May 19th. That's 202.78. NDX 100, you take a look at the 3 Qs. Same setup in the 3 Qs. What we have with the 3 Qs is that the 3 Qs got to a price point today of $108.44. You did volume of 23 million. You're going against 25 million. Couldn't handle the price. We are going down into 104.54. That also is the swing point from the 19th of May. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Bottom line, folks, gold commodities, they all want higher price. What we have out here, we take a look at the gold contract. Right now, gold contract is at $12.96. You did 188,000 contracts. So you have the price spread, you have the volume, and what we're going to see also is this. This is going to be incredible because the weekly volume in this contract is going to be phenomenal. On Monday, we did 203,000 contracts. Yesterday, we did 193,000. We're going to be at about 190,000 today. The high is 1308. That 1308 was established on May 2nd. We are at 1296.90 right now. This is going to get some nice sleep tonight. Wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, jump up, and guess what? Boom! Take that high out. Silver. Let's take a look at the silver contract. What do you have with the silver contract? Silver contract right now had rejected lower price a few days ago. Still hadn't caught a bid. Bottom line, what we have right now, you did 50,000 contracts out here. Nice contract value. We are at $17.56, and we hit $17.63 earlier today. This is going to try to get up to the same swing point high. That swing point high is April 29th, and I expect you're going to see that get taken out. Bonds, and now this is what it's all about, folks. The bottom line is that you have the commodity market running because the Fed has cried wolf a million times. Rates are not going up. Rates, in fact, are going down. The Fed wanted to raise rates. The market said, see you later. We're going to bring them down. And that's a worldwide phenomenon. And the pressure from overseas is there, folks, okay? So bottom line, our 10-year today is closing at its highs. We're at 132.07. You've done 1 million contracts. You're at the high. Bottom line, this is going to go to 134, 135, all of the above. The 30-year, what we have with the 30-year, 30-year is at 170.30. This also, you're talking about all-time highs. This is not only all-time highs, it has never been this high, ever, even intraday. The highest it ever got intraday, folks, was 170.26, and then at the end of that month, it closed at 165. We're at 170.30, and we have volume behind the move, and it looks to me like you're talking about, we're not talking about just going up a little. This baby wants to go up a lot, okay? So bottom line, rates are going south once again. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials closed down 34. NASDAQ off 8. S&P's down 2.5. Gold up 860. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. QLGC. Let's go take a look at this QLGC. So this is going to get bought out, folks. QLogic. The thing that's wild, though, is that, it's trading at $13.67. It's not like it's a big buyout. The buyout is only $15.50. So it stopped trading right now. But bottom line is that, you're not talking a premium whatsoever. Let's go to Jim in Lutz. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Listen, I just want to say, first of all, you've been making some phenomenal calls lately, and I couldn't agree with you more.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I just, because I listen to you quite often, but I just wonder what the hell is going on with our Federal Reserve. They have no clue what they're doing. And we have an executive branch feeding a line that our economy's strong. It's all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
Well, hold it. Don't you think the economy's strong?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
No, you don't?
No, absolutely not. I recruit in the food industry all over the country, and I can tell you, median family income's down by $4,000. People can't find good jobs anymore.
Okay, but that's been going on forever. That's been going on for the last 30 years.
That's been going on for the last 8 years, 9 years.
No, 30 years, okay? This is not an 8-year deal, okay? So you're going to tell me that it's 8 years and Bush, you're going to tell me it's Obama for 8 years, and you're going to tell me that before that, the whole crash, nothing happened?
No, I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is in the last 8 years, median family income hasn't gone up. It's gone down.
That's the last 30 years, Jim.
Is it true, though? It's gone down $4,000 in the last 8 years. Is that true?
I don't know if that's true or not, but I can tell you that the middle class, okay, has been getting reamed for 30 years, okay?
Absolutely, they've been reamed because all the jobs are being shipped overseas by these shitty trade deals.
Well, that's not new. What's new about that?
No, that's right. It's not new, but it's gotten only worse.
Okay, do you think it's going to change?
We're probably going to have a crash before it changes.
No, do you think that a Republican or a Democrat, right?
No, because
is
they're
not.
all.
Just stay with me for a second, please.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think a Republican or a Democrat in Congress, okay, is going to vote any differently?
Absolutely not, because they're all bought and paid for, and the only thing they're worried about is getting reelected.
Right. And one of the things, exactly. So that's my point. I'm tired. I can tell you something. I'm tired of hearing everyone saying it's the last 8 years. This ain't even close, folks, okay? It has nothing to do. The last 8 years, what we just saw is that the S&P just went from 666 to 2100, okay? So that's a bunch of garbage.
Why did it go so far, Tom?
I'm sorry, what?
Why did it go so far? Because of why?
Because we had free money.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's all fake. It's fake.
Okay,
it's not because of earnings. It's because of free money.
I agree. But before that, we just had fraud.
Oh, absolutely, we had fraud,
okay.
And both parties were to blame for that. But what I'm trying to say is that this whole economy is built on a stack of nothing, sand.
See, I don't agree with that. And this is why. So, where my head goes is this: if I've learned anything now, and I'm going back 50 years, right? Mm-hmm. Would it be 50? Then I'd be 15 years old. Yeah, I can go back 50 years. Okay.
Right.
What I've seen in this country is that politicians, on a continual basis, okay, what politicians are very good at, folks, is that they get fear going and they get people fighting with each other, okay, in order to have control. Growing up in South Boston was the ultimate of this, okay? So what you had there is that it was always fear, right? And so you either live in love or you live in fear. So they always had fear going. So everyone's worried about this and worried about that. Well, guess what? That was all about control. It was a control about the underworld. It was control about politicians. It was control about everything, okay? Now, what ends up happening? Did it make a difference? No, it did not make a difference. You know why it didn't make a difference? Because it was people like you, people like the rest of the listeners, people like me that still get up every morning and make the country happen.
True.
Okay? And that's the cool thing, okay? So what I think we have to do as a country is really get our head wrapped around that, okay? I think people are fed up. Where I'm fed up with, and I'm absolutely fed up with it, is everyone saying it's the last 8 years. It's not even close. Man, this thing has been going on forever. And what it is, and you really want to wrap your head around what power is, folks. Power is never given. You have to take power. So in order for us to go forward, we absolutely have to get together as a people and take power from Congress and take power from the Senate and let them really know, okay, that they're not going to keep dividing us, that what's going to happen is that we are going to have a say, and guess what? You're not going to have 3 or 4 paragraphs and get people all uptight. You know?
Well, it's not just the Congress; it's the executive branch too. You have to include that as well. I'm game for all of it. I am absolutely game for all of it. I have no problem with that. One of the hypocrisies, okay? So if we just talk about a hypocrisy that just even happened the last 2 days, this is what gets really cool, folks. So check this out. So Congress just turned around, and this is the Republicans and the Democrats, right? They just turned around and passed an extension of the Freedom of Information Act, and what has happened inside of that is that there's 9 separate deals that the government can get away with not giving us as much information as we want, right? But you know what they did, folks? What they did is that they excluded themselves. They excluded Congress. Oh, absolutely.
That's the hypocrisy in it. You know?
No, there's no. They live by one set of rules. We live by another. I agree with that 100%.
Listen, you know what the cool thing is? The cool thing is that we're still going to go forward, and you know, who knows?
But
To start with the beginning of your question about the Federal Reserve, I absolutely agree. I think what has happened is this: the Federal Reserve, all the central banks, folks, have lost control. They don't even know. They can't say to us, "Hey, I don't know what's going on." But let me tell you something: with negative rates across the world, there's something going on, man.
Tom, I can tell you the people I know all over the country have been placing people in jobs for 25 years, between $50,000 and say $80,000. They're struggling so bad. These people are living paycheck to paycheck, trying to get their kids through school, trying to hold on to their house. Both parents are working. You have no idea how bad it is out there. People don't know.
But I haven't seen it. Listen, man, that's been for 30 years. You know.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, it's worse. It's worse.
Well, then, you know, okay, so here's another. When you hear something like that, right, and then you hear that GE, okay, this is where, you know, if you think things are bad out there, folks, okay, and you start defending companies, right, start looking up and see how much corporate welfare there is. It's freaking incredible. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man.
Have a good one, Tom.
Have a safe one. Let's go to Alex in Newton. Hey, Alex, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. And actually, I would like to follow up on the previous call.
Sure.
I agree with you on hypocrisy, 100%. And I know much more than all you guys know about this because I started doing business in Russia. It's all about hypocrisy. It's all about giving money to the people.
Control, sure. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Stay right there. We're coming right back. We're going to be talking about. We're going to get into it, folks. The beautiful thing. Dow Industrials right now closed down 34. Nasdaq off 8.5. S&P's down 250. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, many commodities are trading at relative lows. And now you can take advantage with Everbank's new limited time, 5-year, market-safe currency comeback CD. This indexed and U.S. dollar-denominated CD offers 100% principal protection and is based on the equally rated performance of currencies of Australia, Canada, Chile, Mexico, and South Africa. These 5 countries are especially rich in commodities, and their respective currencies are poised to do well should commodity prices begin to recover. Keep in mind that no APY, or periodic rate of interest, is paid on the CD. Don't miss out on this innovative new financial opportunity. CDs must be opened and funded by the upcoming July 14th deadline. To apply online and learn more about the CD, including product terms and disclosures, visit everbank.com/TFNN now. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the 3 hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now, the Dow closed at down 34, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's down 3.5. We got ABC structures, potential ABC set up all over the place. We got Alex from Newton. Okay, brother, go ahead.
Okay, Tom, first of all, I would like to say that a trading room you guys have,
Yes.
it's unbelievable.
I know, folks, and I appreciate that. Folks, you can come test drive the Tiger's Den. It's a great trading room. You can test drive it 30 days, absolutely free, and it just keeps getting better. I mean, I know it's pretty intense, man. It really is.
I didn't want to do sort of advertising, but trust me.
Listen, we want the business. We're in business for business, so yes. I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean?
It was every penny because we have a great community over there, and you cannot think about how much we get information.
Right.
So it's all about some people want to short something, some people want to go long. I would never look into these stocks, but if I will see them on inside the trader's room, I will take notice, and basically that's the most important thing for me. It's like a screener, free screener.
No, and folks, we have a lot of people in there. They've been in there for a long period of time. A lot of great ideas. It's a clean place, and what I mean by a clean place is that there's not a pump and dump. It's not even close. The cool thing is also, we were just talking politics a little. There's very little politics in there, and we do have plenty of right-wingers, left-wingers, liberals, and everyone's in there. And that's what's really cool. And even when I was talking to Jim, the reality is that if we as a country could be together like we are in the Tiger's Den, guess what? It'll go forward. And my take is that we're going to go forward anyway. I mean, that's the other side of it.
You can dream about that. I don't believe in that.
Well,
Unfortunately,
that's sad, man. That's not a way to live, man.
I know, but
We can change that, man. Hey, listen,
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, dreams come true. Don't even
Right,
think for a
right.
second, man. That whole
but-
visualization, dreams
but
can
you
come true.
You cannot put a stop loss on your dreams, right?
Well, this is what ends up happening. See, my take on that goes like this, and this is really cool. Now, Alex, you're Jewish, right? Are you Jewish?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I got to tell you the story. This is so freaking cool, folks. Okay, so check this out. When I was 5 years old, right, my first job, I swept the floor for Mrs. Kostick, okay? There was a Jewish deli in South Boston. I lived on the 3rd floor, right?
And you're in Irish, right?
I'm Irish, yeah.
Yeah.
So I swept the floor for her, and I love this woman, okay? Do you know what I mean? So I did that for like 2 years, and then we moved, okay? So picture this also, that we knew that was probably the only Jewish people we had in South Boston, okay? So, but seriously, so I didn't know any different. I knew it was a Jewish deli, right? All that. So you grow up. I'm 14, okay? I'm 14. And I'm sailing. And when you sail, you stay at different people's houses, okay? So what ends up happening, I'm up in Marblehead, right? This lady takes me and another guy, takes us back to the house and says to us, we're going to stay at the house, right? Well, we walk into this house. Now, at that point, I had never seen a carpet in my life. You know, a carpet on the floor? So we walk in, and the guy I was with, his name is Sparky, and I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, oh, man, this is crazy, man. They got carpets on the floor. We go downstairs. As we go downstairs, we have our own deal downstairs, and they have an intercom system, right? So we wake up in the morning, right? We wake up in the morning, and they say to us, so we'd like breakfast. I say, sure, I like breakfast. They say, okay, well, we have, no, we said, what do you want? We say bacon and eggs. And they say, okay, sorry, we're Jewish, we don't have bacon. Would you like to have steak and eggs, right? So I look at Sparky and I say to him, man, okay, I'm going to find out what this Jewish deal is, man. Okay, we're going to have steak and eggs. So we go upstairs. Now I'm going to get to the point about, what this guy taught me. So we go upstairs, right? And there's this big dude, man, at the table. The whole family's there. So we're eating, and I'm saying to myself, I got to ask this guy. So I turn around and I say to him, I says, okay, like how does this work, right? And he looks at me, right? And he says, well, this is our faith. We don't do this. But then he goes on. He knows he had a couple kids that were aggressive. But at the same time, he gave us a lesson that was unbelievable. So he says to us, he says, listen, there's plenty of people that are going to put their foot in front of you. He says, just knock it out of the way. And he says, and then the people that, this is where he got into the whole power thing. He says, listen, power is never given. He says, when you want something, he says, you just got to go take it, right? And that's the aspect that I think I went home and told my parents. They were so excited. I'm still excited about it, okay? Because that lesson there, I've stayed with it over the course of the years, and that's the lesson I think all of us have to get as a nation. This Senate, they won't give it up, and that's why I think that dream is still real, Alex. Do you know what I'm saying? We can take it. And the way that you take it, you take their money away from them, you take the votes away from them, folks. That's what you do.
Tom, I agree with you. I don't have this education, like history behind me, because we never been trained. We never taught about religion or something like that. But I'm a Jewish, and my best friend is Irish.
Oh, I know. No, we're all one. The cool thing is exactly right.
I'm a godfather of my best friend's daughter. I traveled to Limerick, and to me, all this bullshit which is going up right now about all these like Muslim, Irish, Jewish, whatever you
That's right.
want. It's a complete bullshit.
It is. It has to do with the division. You know, there's no doubt. There was a great. This was really great. One of my friends sent me this joke. Well, I don't know if it was a joke or not. Okay, but what it was, folks, was this: is that a woman was on the phone, and this guy, comes up. They were waiting in line at a grocery store. And the woman in front of her starts talking a different language, right? And then the guy turns around and says to her, hey, why don't you stop talking, Mexican? You're in the United States right now. And
Sick person.
yeah, so listen to this. So the woman turns around and says, I'm talking Navajo. Why don't you go back to England where you belong? Because the Navajos, the Indians are the only ones that basically, are indigenous to this nation.
Yeah, why don't we go all to Iceland and talk this Nordic language?
Yeah, listen, man. You know what the cool thing is? The cool thing is we're going to go forward, and we're going to get you. We're going to get you dreaming, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to go that political, but if you guys want to read a really good book,
okay.
And I worked in this company for a while. If you remember, like Troika Fund.
What is it called?
Troika, Troyka.
Oh, okay.
Bill Browder. Do you remember the guy?
I think I do. Here, you stay right there. We're coming right back. Stay
Okay.
right there, folks. Come right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down 34, NASDAQ off 8, S&P's down 4. We're talking with Alex from Newton. And so Cisco, Alex, right?
I don't want to go too politically on this call, but if you want to invest into emerging markets,
Yeah.
I would suggest you guys to read the book, which is unbelievable. Bill Browder,
Okay.
Browdr,
Yeah.
Red Notice.
Red?
Red Notice.
Oh.
Red Notice is like
Okay.
Interpol.
Okay. Red Notice. Okay. Cool, man.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I'll read it. I love reading, man. Totally.
Okay. So can we talk about Cisco?
Absolutely. So we got.
I am actually short
Let's-
as of today.
Okay.
Almost at the top.
Yeah, I think you're in good shape here. So watch this. This is Cisco Systems, folks. The low is 22, the high is 29. Now, this is where this gets subtle, and this is pretty cool. So Cisco, it was only down 31 cents, folks, but watch what happened. You had your volume expand to 30 million shares after trying to make a high on the 6th of June with 16 million. You have double the amount. You have a lower price. You know, that's a nice setup, man.
I'm looking at 60 minutes chart, and basically what I'm looking at 27.57, something like that.
Yeah, well, I think you get that. What you also have, I believe you get, this looks to me like, I mean, that's on the short term. If, you know, you could take a longer view of this and, you know, 25.36 is game, and if it gets into that 25.36 bar, 22.46, that's a high volume swing low from February. You know, so if this market's going down where we think it's going down to, or I think it's going down to, that's going to be game. You know, it'll have some decent support at the top of that bar.
No, we're going downtown, no question about it. Europe shows us.
Yeah, Europe, no doubt. The DAX, folks, is going to be the number. The DAX is going to be the one we're going to want to keep our eye on, because the DAX is already at 9,600, and the high volume swing low from February is 88 to 86. You know, so yeah, it's another 1,000 points, but the DAX just came down 900 points in 2 weeks. You know.
Yeah, and they have negative rates, so it's like Japan all over the place.
It's this whole negative rate deal is so wild, man. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. It's like, why? I know I keep saying it over and over, but I'm trying to figure it out. It's just weird, man.
Thank you, Tom.
Cooking, brother. Have a great
Bye.
one, man. Have a safe one. QLGC, folks. So this is going to get taken over. And this is getting taken over at Shot Money, by the way. So this is QLogic. They supply high-performance data, storage network solutions. They take in, let's see what they take in. So they take in decent money. They take in, $500 million a year, $119 million a quarter. Well, this gets interesting. So their revenue, most of their revenue is Asia and the Pacific. $219 million is Asia and Japan. The United States, $153 million. Europe, $75. And the takeover, so it closed at $13.50. The takeover is only $2 higher, $15.50. And if we take a look at this, this is an equity that had traded up to $32. So $15.50 is not a big deal. It's not even close, actually. Pretty wild. No doubt, pretty wild. We go take a look at, let's take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here, folks. And what we have out here, the Dow stocks, you have Caterpillar was up 21 cents. You had DuPont down 9. GM was up 3. You had Big Blue down 38. Merck was down 16. Inside the Dow Industrials today, the strength versus the weakness, this is what you had. The strength was Home Depot, that was up 1%. American Express up 0.5%, that's a dog, that's going down. GE was up 0.4%, Nike 0.3. The Intel was the laggard. That was down 1.6. You had Cisco down 1. Travelers Insurance was down 0.6, and United Technologies was off 0.4. Inside the NDX 100, this is what we had, strength versus the weakness. The weakness out here was Whole Foods. That was down 4.9%, $1.60. Let me look at this first. So Whole Foods, folks, had a warehouse in Massachusetts. They had a leak in the roof. They weren't paying attention to it, which is a bad scene. And this is a food facility. They didn't pay attention to it. They got caught. Bottom line, you get volume coming out of the equity again. Let's see where are we at. This is bouncing along the bottoms. It's going to be harder for this, though, to break. So you're at 30.92. 30.44 to 28 is game. Let me put this back further. Yeah, this is off its highs of 65. You're already cut in half. It doesn't have to break that area. It's been at that area for quite a while. We'll see whether it holds support. It's going to get down to that area. The real question is going to break it or not. JD.com, that was down 3.4%. C-Trip was down 2.1%. Endo Pharmaceutical was off 1.8. If we do go over and we take a look at the Asia markets, folks, we're going to have Asia opening in a few hours. If we go to the Hang Seng first, Hang Seng last night was up 79. We're trading at 2,046. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, the Hang Seng can get a little bit higher tonight. Nothing heavy. That can make a run for like the 20,664. The Nikkei, I believe what we are going to have in here tonight. The Bank of Japan is going to be coming out. Let me just do this one first. Okay, so the Nikkei, folks, has a problem, and this is a big one too. So right now the Nikkei is at 15,919. That the high volume swing low from February is 15,400 to 14,800. That's going to get tested. If I go to the yen right now, the yen is trading at 105.99. Now, I believe the Bank of Japan tonight has some action going. Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, the Bank of Japan is going to make a few monetary decisions when they're opened, which is going to be in about 3 or 4 hours. And that will move the metals market, because what does happen is that the correlation between the yen and gold is pretty good. So that's going to have some firepower out here. If we take a look at the DAX in Germany. The DAX in Germany is a huge problem too. The DAX in Germany looks to me, number one, that not only that wants to go after that swing low. The high in the DAX is 12,300. That hasn't been able to hold price at all. It wants to run down to the 8,600, and if we the DAX in Germany, I suspect, is going to be the first one letting us know, are we going to go much lower, meaning to the lows of 2011. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And so June 23rd, folks, that's when Britain is going to vote to either stay in the European Union or leave. Now, this is pretty cool watching how this is, there are things that are going to get changed. And right now, just coming across the tape, our U.S. Treasury just turned around, and this is really unusual, but it's smart that they're doing this. They just changed their bond calendar. Bottom line is that we sell bonds almost every day. Well, they decided that June 23rd, we are not going to be selling any bonds. They're moving the bond that we were going to sell on the 23rd to the 22nd. So that's smart. So the 30-year inflation-protected securities. They get tips that they're selling, that they planned on selling, and they had put that schedule together May 4th. So things have changed since May 4th till today, and we'll see how that whole thing shakes out. It looks to me that I don't see a huge deal if they, in fact, do leave. The reason most folks are turning around and saying, okay, that trade is going to slow down. There's plenty of European countries that are not in the European Union, folks, that have free trade agreements with the European Union. And the way this would work, if, in fact, Britain does exit, is that it'll take a few years, number one, to exit. And I suspect what would end up happening is that those same agreements would get put in. So when you look at that, when I look at that, I says, why wouldn't you leave? It has, wouldn't make a difference. Now in that same context, if you got to yesterday, there was a great article in the Wall Street Journal. And I brought this up before about corporations and leaving the U.S. and still wanting the U.S. flag behind them. Well, if you get a chance, Google Wall Street Journal, corporations, getting hyped by our Commerce Department, because what the article's about, and they do a good job of it, is that you have corporations that have left the U.S., went to Ireland, and we are still spending huge amounts of money so that they get business. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. The bottom line, if they want to leave, they don't want to pay taxes, well, guess what? Why should we basically push their deal? I can see pushing their deal because of the amount of employees they still have in the United States, but bottom line, we should make them pay up. That's not even close, But that is. This goes back to when Jim and I were talking at the beginning of the program. It goes back to the context of corporate welfare versus what is going on in the surface. The amount of corporate welfare that is in our system is phenomenal, and that futuristic book, was it 1998? I forget what it was called, okay? But that futuristic talk, the corporations are the best at it, meaning they say one thing, they do another. The lobbyists, every single time that they want to get something through, they name it just the opposite, okay? And the bottom line is that it's worked, and it's worked on a continual basis. Now what has worked, of course, is that the amount of money that goes into, a very small amount of congressmen in order to basically get exactly what they want on a continual basis. So what are we looking at for tomorrow morning and for tonight? S&Ps right now, NASDAQ, small caps, ABC structure on the way down. Get your stops in, folks. And always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right back here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Go get them, folks.